Welcome in, guys, to another Walking Dead Road to Survival video. This is your host, JustCMTexx. I'm back, and we're getting ready to go over my guide for the Wanderer, how I have him built, how he's working in my team, concept and everything. And we're gonna just show you how the Wanderer works. So I'm gonna go ahead and start just in a match here against a random team and show you what the power of the Wanderer is, the team concept, why I'm using him this way, and how he helps against some of these teams. Now, we have Governor on the team who cleanses. You have Steve. We have Doc Stevens here who reses and everything. And we also have Mirabelle. Now, Mirabelle is not somebody that you would want to use on the defensive side, but they do have an impaired weapon in their hand, 1535 for that crit. But the purpose of this is to show you the Wanderer and how the Wanderer works. Now, the Wanderer is very, very important because he is going to help with keeping Kenny from destroying the rest of the team. So what's going to happen here is when the Wanderer hits a crit, okay, he crit there, he killed, he didn't crit there. So what happened is Wanderer dealt some trauma damage, and he also crit. Now, when he crits, he has a chance to be able to give other toons on the defensive team some crosshairs. And so what happens is, if you see here, Wanderer crit and Mirabelle went down with the crosshairs. This is very important because what that does is, if they don't have like crosshairs resist, Wanderer is able to take them out. What's going to happen is that toon will not get up. Now, what happens is also, Wanderer has also given my team some camouflage for 2 turns. So now what I can try to do is I can try to just, wilt down some of the offense here, have Kenny go so Kenny gets his rush. All right, now Kenny is able to rush, and then Kenny will come in and just finish up the rest of the squads there. So obviously, this match took some time, but just trying to show you pretty much how the Wanderer is going to work in theory, and we're able to take this down. Now, I know some of you may say, oh, well, what happens when you face tougher teams? Okay, there's different team complexities that you can be able to put together and use the Wanderer. And I just wanted to show you some of his kit and how his kit actually works. Now let's go ahead and look at why the Wanderer is such a deadly weapon on the offensive end. So he has collateral damage. What's going to happen is when he performs a critical attack on a target, they'll deal a splash damage, 100% damage attack to adjacent 3 enemies. So what's going to happen is, if the Wanderer attacks the middle toon, it's a possibility that he can be able to do some splash damage to a couple of other adjacent enemies. And on top of that, the adjacent enemies do not get AP gain from that splash damage. So that is going to be really, really good, and why he is an absolute beast on the offensive end. Now, when you go to Wanderer's abilities, what he has Cunning. When attacking or being attacked, 30% less likely to trigger the enemy's weapons, and walker effects. This is absolutely crucial for him to be able to have, because what's going to happen is, if somebody has a stun on attack, a stun on when being attacked, if somebody has some other third slot weapon that has an effect that could be debilitating towards the Wanderer, he is 30% less likely to trigger that weapon effect. So it's gonna help that Cunning is very, very crucial to the collateral damage, and him being able to do that there. Now, when this character performs a critical attack, 100% chance 4 teammates get camouflage for 2 turns. So this is going to work out really well. At the start of each turn, 50% chance an enemy gets disarmed, just because I don't have the skills all the way leveled up, and we're going to talk about those skills as well too. But he'll be able to have 100% chance. I have him at a 50% chance right now. So when this character performs a critical attack, 100% chance the target gets crosshairs for 2 turns. So with the collateral damage, when he kills somebody, and then if he hit another target and it crits, that target is going to be able to get that crosshairs if they don't have crosshairs resist. Now, his turn 1 special skill is that this character gets elusive. So that means that once he hits somebody, they're not going to gain AP off of him as well. So that is really, really beautiful. And the order in which it comes in on the kit is important. So he gets elusive first before he attacks, right? So this character gets elusive for the rest of combat. Then you're going to make a critical attack against 2 enemies for 200% damage each. Those enemies get 10,000 trauma for 2 turns. So this is going to put some trauma damage on there. So if they cleanse or something like that, they'll take a flat rate of trauma damage for every debuff that they cleanse off of themselves. So this is going to be very important. And then now he has the hidden force, where you attack 3 enemies for 250% damage each. Okay, this character and all teammates get elusive for 2 turns. So this is really good when he rushes. Now also when Kenny rushes, and you know the team concept that I haven't built in, when those guys attack and stuff for 2 turns, the defensive team is not going to gain AP. So it's absolutely crucial that you have that and you're able to rush and stuff like that. So the Wanderer works out to be very, very, very good toon. Now on his skills, pretty much everything on him needs to be leveled at some point, but the most important things is the unseen team, so that you can give camouflage. So if you're using a heavy hitter like Penny, or you're using Lily or somebody of that nature that's you know, does a lot of damage on offense, when a toon reflects, it won't kill the rest of your teammates. So that's going to work out very well. The Cunning is the next thing that needs to be updated, and I think that these first 3 slots here are very crucial. This unseen 1, unseen 2, and Cunning is very, very crucial as well too. Now if you have them LB1, Cunning 2, you want to go ahead and level these up, but I think those are the top important ones, because you don't want him to trigger effects, and that's going to be very important. That's going to help with the weapons that can be crafted and be put on the defensive teams. So that's going to be really good. Then in the next order, I would go for my Mark for Death, you know, to get the crosshairs out here. That is a added bonus to be able to keep a toon down. So I think that is absolutely good. So that's exactly what you want to be able to have on the Wanderer. Now here are my combat mods that I have on him. Since he is a crit heavy toon, you want to have a crit set mod set on him. This is just my personal opinion. So I have attack up, which is gives him 17.9% more attack. Okay, and in the video I'll go over like how the mods work, how attack works, you know, these multipliers, and how these guys start doing like astronomical amounts of damage because of how the multipliers and how the mathematics work behind the attacks. Very detailed, very good stuff. So you have the attack, then I have attack versus fast, and I have attack versus tough. Why do I have these 2 mods? Okay, the reason why is because we're in a very fast and tough meta. The top defensive toons are fast and tough. So I want him to be able to do extra attack versus those toons. Now I have stun resist because I don't want him getting stunned when he attacks. And then I have crit damage. Okay, he's gonna crit, he's gonna make a critical attack, so I want him to be able to do you know, just as much damage as he possibly can with the crit damage. Now you could change this out for something else. You know, you can do a crit up when attack up when taunted. You know, there's a couple of different ways you can go. So that is how I actually have him built. Now for his weapon, this is what we have on his weapon: 50% attack, a huge bonus to attacking. Okay, I changed the 8% AP, don't need it in my opinion. So I put plus 45% attack when enemies have more than 50% HP, and then it's improved crit attack, which is already on his weapon. So that's going to allow him to do as much damage as he possibly can. So if we just go ahead and go into another one just to show you pretty much how this is going to look. All right, when he crits, if he crits, okay, I know some people are gonna die because he's gonna attack vengeance, which he shouldn't have done. But so let's go ahead and into this. So I just don't want him to attack the vengeance person. But what you're gonna see is that when he critted there, that was payback. But also the crosshairs came in. Now she has trauma, which is good because she actually cleanses and everything. So that's going to work out. And this is also one of the downsides to Wander as well too. If he attacks a payback toon, you know, everything has a counter pretty much in the game except for vengeance. But if you attack, this is what could happen. But just wanted you to see the crosshairs came into effect, you know. So Molly is a toon that can actually res toons. There we go. And as you've seen, she resisted Molly when she attacked the stun, so therefore now bam, she is dead as well too. So that's what you have. And now, you know, we can have Kenny come in and kind of like finish these guys off and stuff, you know, as much as possible. But I have Molly on this team in this team concept because Molly would res the other toon. So this is how you have it. But yeah, you can be able to defeat them like that. But as you can see, the Wander is a really good supplement toon. He's a toon that you want to use to be able to help out on those teams. You know, if I delayed the fight a little longer, I could have got those guys up. But there you have it, man. This is my guide for the Wander. He's really good. I know some people have him, some may not. But if you have him, definitely want to build him out. Definitely want to get him in your rotation of one of your attack teams. This your boy, JustCMTexx, man. Peace.